Every fantasy football owner is looking for that diamond in the rough, that sleeper pick that ends up winning you your fantasy league. We're here to help. PFW's fantasy expert Mike Wilkening with some sleepers to look at the tight end position. These guys might be available for you later in drafts and could have put up big seasons, starting with Cincinnati Bengals tight end Jermaine Gresham.
To me, he's a guy that could be a top 5 or top 6 player at this position by the end of the year. He already made the Pro Bowl last year. He's got the ability to be split out wide like a wide receiver. Caught about a half dozen touchdowns at thereabouts last year. All things considered, he made the leap last year, I think, and I think he can continue to get better. And again, I think the best is yet to come for Jermaine Gresham.
A lot of people expect that Cincinnati offense to be even better after a full offseason there with Jay Gruden. Gresham can really benefit from that. Now we head over to Owen Daniels in Houston. He is the main tight end there now. No Joel Dreesen taking touchdowns away from him. Fantasy owners might like that, but he's still kind of sleeping down there in the bottom of the rankings.
He's just an old, reliable kind of standard at the position, and he's a guy that might be a little bit overlooked in fantasy drafts. So you look at that Houston offense in recent years, you've had guys that have missed time with injuries for various reasons. And, Owen Daniels is one of those guys. You go back a couple years ago, maybe there's not quite as much hype as there was, but to me, he's someone that could produce at a top 10 level. You're probably going to get him at a much lower level than you had to a couple years ago, and you could be very well pleasantly surprised.
And Houston still hasn't found that second, third wide receiver outside Andre Johnson for Matt Schaub to throw to, so Owen Daniels, especially near the red zone, still a top target for them. Our final sleeper to look at, Packers tight end Jermichael Finley. Now we're talking about guys here who are being underdrafted. Obviously Finley, a very good tight end, but we're looking for the guys below Gronk and Graham that can maybe step up, and you think Finley is kind of sleeping over there and could have a big year.
To me, he's the type of guy that if he slips too far in drafts, he could very well be the third option overall at that position by year's end, or even produce at a top level. I mean, he's the second year off of a knee injury, which I like. He played pretty well last year at times. Were drops an issue? Certainly. Is inconsistency a problem for him? Yeah, that's a case. And again, the durability is something you've also got to look at. But he's talented. It's a great offense, and he has moments where I think he can kind of carry a team from that position. And if he's like the 7th or 8th guy drafted at the position, he's a steal to me because he's got such upside.
And as long as you're in that Green Bay offense, you're sure to get some good opportunities to score some touchdowns with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. Check out PFW's fantasy rankings, our top 200 overall, and rankings by position. Head to our website at profootballweekly.com.